Yo, Chacha Nation, what you're about to hear is not a regular podcast episode. As a matter of fact, this is a conversation between myself and my friend Richmond, who has also been gracious enough to allow me put the conversation on the podcast. What we were discussing, or what our discussion was about, was basically the calamity, or should I say, the calamity that Wizkid caused on Twitter about saying Nigerian hip hop is dead. And Richmond and I, we had this conversation about, is Nigerian hip hop dead? If it's dead, then who killed it? And that is what you guys will be hearing, after this. So I just had to say this so that you understand the conversation, better, because the conversation did not actually start, from the beginning. He actually put out something on his status, on his WhatsApp status. Then I replied that, using normal text, right, to reply that. Then he replied with a voice note, and then I replied with a voice note, and then he replied with a voice note. So it's those voice notes that, made up this episode, because the first part might not be clear. So you might be lost in, what are they trying to talk about? But basically, what this conversation is talking about, or what this episode will be talking about, is the whole issue of, is Nigerian hip hop dead or alive? And if it is dead, who killed it? Who are we to blame?
I get you. I understand. See, okay, let me start from MI. You can call it a diss, or you can say because he's a rapper. That's not the point. He knows that there's a gap, and that was why he sang the song, whether he's dissing the entire rap industry or not. Now, this is the problem with Nigerian rap industry. If you check it properly, in the last 10 to 15 years, all the major rappers that were in the scene, they played themselves. What are we even saying? Fowls is not a serious rapper. Fowls is a jollof rapper as far as I'm concerned. If I put rappers on the table, I will call Fowls at a certain number, not in my first 5. But he raps fantastic. His wordplay is good. His punchlines are good, but there are levels to this rap. And Fowl's rap is on the soft side. He likes to bang on the comedy side of things. Yeah, once in a while he's thrown some very serious rap, but I won't really play his rap. And I mean, talking about AQ, talking about Reminisce, the problem is, if you don't regenerate, you cannot sustain it alone. If you one of the people that has helped themselves in and out are the Afrobeat artists. And if you see it, whether they collect money from each other or not, they regenerate themselves. And when you multiply yourself, you will spread easily. The rap game has remained stale the way it is. Okay, let's even look at Black Bones, for example. What has Chocolate City done for Black Bones, really? What has Chocolate City done for Black Bones? Everything Black Bone has done, that guy has carried his music on his back. Maybe Chocolate City's deal with him, I don't know what the deal entails. Maybe it's just for marketing or whatever. But Black Bone has been doing the work. And MI runs Chocolate City, with his partners, right? So what are we talking about? Fino, what has Fino done in the last 10 to 15 years in the game? Who has he brought up? Who has Fino been there for? What has, even Fowls? Who has Fowls bettered since he came out? I'm not even going to bounce on Fowls because, like I said, Fowls is relatively just like an entertainer here and there, So every name you want to call, Reminisce. How many people have Reminisce? Look at Reminisce, look at Olamide. I mean, Olamide and Reminisce took up that baton from the generations of Too Fat, from the generations of, what was this, my nigga? I think about, what was this guy's name? I keep forgetting his name, man. His name just escaped my head. A lot of Ajasa and all of these guys, but what has Reminisce done in the last couple of years? You have to regenerate. You have to keep making that music. You cannot say that now that Afrobeat is on a global stage, rap music is not even capitalizing on it. And let me tell you what Wizkid is trying to do. It's not because he's trying to diss the entire rap industry. Trust me. Wizkid is trying to create catalysm. Because whatever he's saying now, you can see that we have rappers, right? They're all coming out. Look at all that deeps coming to say, these guys are comfortable. They are not carrying that rap on their back. Before Wizkid said what he said a couple of weeks back, I was telling somebody, I said, I wish that now that we have Afrobeat around the world, I wish that this was the time that would have rappers like Mode 9, Ferocious, Overdose, Rough, Rugged and Raw, Joe Spazin. These guys now would have placed Nigerian rap out there. Trust me. They would have placed right Nigerian, because these are the lyricists. When we say lyricist, how many of our present artists are the lyricists? I mean, I can give VEC the respect. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Reminisce, but how many guys are lyricists? Even Black Bones using reverse psychology to say he doesn't want to talk about love, he doesn't want to sing about love, but his song, his tempo, his feel, they're all love songs. The former one he did, Sex and Whatever, they are all love songs. When was the last time we went all out on lyrics? Let's not act like, Wizkid doesn't know what he's talking about. And is it right to say what he said? I don't know, that's his opinion. But if you ask me, the rappers that we have presently, none of them has really, really come out there to put rap on their back. Trust me, none of them. None. They fail to regenerate. They're stingy with themselves. You know how many young rappers we get? Every year, Hennessy try to put some out. How many do we see? Every year we do Hennessy artistry. How many do we see come out of Hennessy artistry, and then we see them at the top echelon of rap? Come on now. And I'll tell you, we have the lyrics. We have our style. Trust me, we have our style that can hit it up out there. And these foreign guys will listen to our songs and our lyrics and they will go, wow. But we're not doing the work. Let's not kid ourselves. Tell me that artist that Chocolate City has been able to handle in the last 10 years. Not even MI. His last album that he came out with, The Guy or whatever. Where's the album? Where is the album? Ask me. Come on now. Let's leave this thing away. Let's not bask off. Wizkid didn't argue on past glory. He's talking about the present. When he say rap is dead, you can't blame him for saying that. Check the stats. It's the statistics that will tell us that these rappers are not doing their work. And the reason why I like what Wizkid is doing, not because I support him, is because I feel like this will make the ones that are wise enough to get angry enough to push it out. Yeah, I want to see a couple of rappers in the next couple of months or probably for coming year, start putting things out there and start proving themselves to Wizkid to say you are saying trash, not by words or by banter or by tweeting. Come out. In his last post, Wizkid said it. He said, look, in the last 24 hours, I said what I said. In the last 24 hours, none of you have dropped a single. None of you have dropped a badass single. He's trying to push them out. Wizkid knows what he's doing. He's trying to push them out of their comfort zone. They're all hiding in their holes. All these people you call AQ, Files, this, what has it done? What has it done? Where are the stats? Look at what all these young guys are doing. You think, because Afrobeat has tune. I can tell you, our rap, in the times of the Elajo and the Mode 9s, you could see rap. These new guys, outside Reminisce, the only person that, like I said, the only person that has carried it on his back is Olamide. And even Olamide, how many rappers has he signed? Because he knows that they are not even, doing it well. They're not getting it right. Look at Lil Kesh. Where's Lil Kesh? I mean, so let's leave all this emotion. I love rap too, yeah, but they've been sleeping for too long. And I've always been asking these questions. It's not because of anything. In short, they should capitalize on this Afrobeat thing. Nollywood itself is capitalizing on Afrobeat. I can tell you for a fact. Nollywood is capitalizing on Afrobeat because when the whole world starts to pay attention to a country, they want to pay more attention into every fabric of that entertainment that country entails. The fashion industry is cashing out on it. Where's rap?
Look, I get your point, right? And like I rightly said, for me, I'll always tilt towards the side of the rapper. And yes, I stand with you. Like when you say rappers, like some of the rappers are lazy. Look, no doubt, I get that point. But I think the thing is, you can't really blame some of them for being lazy, or let me say for being too comfortable. Or before I go on, you mentioned the likes of Mode 9. Mode 9 is dropping a new album, Popcorn. I think this week Mode 9 new album should drop and stuff like that. But let's go back to the rappers being too comfortable and all of that. The reason why I say you cannot really blame them per se is because not like they don't have a fault in this, right? I mean, if you want to talk about rap, every single person, even we, the rap fans, let's be honest, we also have our own fault in some of these things, right? Because like you rightly said, an MI now drops an album, the guy, which, I mean, given all the rap albums that I've listened to this year, is still one of the best rap/hip-hop album, if you are being true to what rap and hip-hop is supposed to be. But then again, how many of us even actually listened enough to that album to say, let us push the guy in everybody's face, right? That's where we, the fans, we also have, our own problem from. Now, for Olamide, like you rightly said, Olamide seems to be like the only one that pushed rap for so long that you can say, oh, this guy did this, with rap. And for Olamide, I think Olamide came out at a very, very, and this is not to discredit his talent. Like, for me, I'm not even going to lie. For me, I feel like in the last 10 years when it comes to rap, Olamide is that, not even MI, Olamide is that guy you mentioned in terms of how he has been able to, successfully, craft the niche of rap and taking it to whatever level he took it to. So for me, Olamide will always have, my respect. I see him as one of the greatest rapper in Africa. In the last 10, 15 years, he's going to be there on my list. If I'm going to list my top 10 rappers of all time, he's going to be there. But the thing is, we also forget that Olamide came in a situation where the markets, there was a vacuum that the market was craving for. And that was off the death of that green. And that was when Olamide came in. And that kind of, made everything, when you say timing plus luck and everything just worked together. And yes, he did that. It worked and it carried on. And that continued to work. That is not to say that was what, what they used to call it. That was what, probably made him blow up. Or that was the only factor responsible. No. But that was one of the factors, and that factor can never be ignored if you really understand, the scope of the industry. But let's go back. Like I rightly said, some of these rappers, if you are not really, it's like being in the movie industries, and the people come out and say some things about how Nigerian produce bad movies, and you are in the movie industry, that. Yes, some of these things that you people are saying is true. We produce bad movies, but do you people really understand why we produce these movies that we produce? It's the same thing that is happening to rap. Some of these rappers, it's not like, okay, for example, you mentioned who did Reminisce sign. When Reminisce signed Oladips, Oladips was an internet sensation. In fact, Oladips used to drop freestyle almost like every single week. And that was what led Reminisce to sign him off the internet. From even the G's that I heard, I think Oladips was initially interested in YBN or signing him. But I think that was kind of okay. I think Olamide already had Lil Kesh, what's his name? Chinkwe Kun and some other guys, and he felt like, okay, let's just chill out for now. And then Reminisce picked him up. Now, the story between Reminisce and Oladips was Reminisce wanted a commercial hit single. That was why Oladips, I think the only song he did under Reminisce that really blew was La Kululala. I mean, he kept jumping on cyphers. There was one he did with Just Jazz. There was one he did with iPrince, even Reminisce himself, different rap songs there. But they never really pushed a rap single to blow. Nobody ever dropped that money for this rap single to blow. Because, again, I feel like these people feel like this money will not yield, it will not blow. Even the Mode 9s that you're mentioning, the Elder Joes that you're mentioning, is this same issue of people not putting money behind them that forced them out of the industry. If Mode 9 is doing rap today, now Mode 9 is not doing rap today because, there's one money somewhere. He's doing it because he's just an hardcore rapper and that loves the rap music. So he knows that now 10 fans I get, I will continue to do rap for these 10 fans. Because why? That is his thing. Same thing goes to Terry the Rap Man. We are talking about, Olamide being the one carrying the torch, right? Because Olamide is in everyone's face. Terry the Rap Man for the last 10 years has been dropping singles and albums. For the last 10 years, I think he had about 3 or 4 albums in the last 10 years. If I'm not, I'm not really sure, but I know he has about, at least I know minimum of 2 albums from Terry the Rap Man with countless singles. But because, again, Terry the Rap Man is not really in this, our generation now that we can talk of. So a lot of us might not really want to, fuck with him because we say, Terry the Rap Man, who still listen to Terry the Rap Man? Quote and unquote. That's why, like you rightly said, it's painful that the people like, Black Bones, what's the name of this guy, Psycho YP, even the Fowls and even the Ladipo. Maybe that's why they are not. The thing is, when Ladipo got into Mavens, I was happy because I feel like, okay, with Ladipo going into Maven, his popularity will be out there, and if he makes rap music, we get to accept. And if you are being honest, Ladipo had his time with what's the name of that song that he did with was it with the one we did before Fire, but I think it was with Simi. I think it was Simi. Then he did one with Buju. I mean, those were songs that, he had Simis, he had Budu, he had Fireboy. Ladipo had that on a lockdown, right? And let's come back to Wizkid. Wizkid talking about, these rappers are dead. And yes, maybe what he's doing is try to ginger them and say, you guys should, fucking come out. But ask yourself, how many Nigerian rappers has Wizkid had on his track to say, okay, maybe you don't even try, help some of them. Now, them no one help themselves, so make him talk about them. How many has he put on? Put on not in the sense of bring them out, like, let you be out there. No, how many have you put on your track? You released Made in Lagos, a global bomb album. You didn't put any Nigerian rapper on your album, right? Are you saying none of them are good? Okay, so if none of them are good, can't you have someone like MI on your album? At least MI is a rapper, right? Imagine MI being on Made in Lagos, and Made in Lagos got that Grammy nomination. We can say a rapper in Nigeria already got a Grammy nomination. You put, what's his name? Olamide, which, I want to believe from what they say in the industry, is your guy on a song. He's a rapper, right? You're putting him there. But you didn't do any of that. And it's easy. I feel like there are better ways if you want to. I feel like people that can come out and say, rap is dead or rap is not this, is the people that have actually done something to help the rap culture, and maybe they are not seeing the result they are putting and they are being frustrated. Like you rightly mentioned, NSC. Someone from NSC can come out and say, Nigerian rappers are lazy. If they say that, we can say, okay, yes, they have a point, because we've seen what they've done with the industry. We've seen what they're trying to do with the industry. But even this NSC cypher that we are talking about, when they bring out all of these artists, what do they do with these artists that they bring out? So you push all of them out. How many of them has a record deal? Whoever wins the NSC associate or whatever they do, whoever wins it, what label does that person hand on to? Who finance that person? It's not just about winning these battles. There are so many rap battles there. It's not just about winning it. Where do you go from there? We know what it takes to make a single, to push out a single these days. Yeah, Blackbone found a way and he cracked the code by, you know what? Label no go give me 100 million to push myself. I have social media there. Let me be able to use social media to push myself. And a lot of these things that we are crediting Blackbone for, trust me or not, his management also has a hand in it. So maybe yes, he himself, in way they not allow and agree, but his management will also have a hand in it, right? And that is just it. For me, I feel it's just the industry. It's just the industry not being able. And I'm not going to lie to you. I totally agree with you. Right, I totally agree with you that a lot of these rappers are being lazy. YC dropped a single recently, Azu 22, and I listened to that single and in my mind I'm like, yo, why the fuck is YC not putting out songs? YC put out an EP, or was it last year? I can't remember. I think it was last year that YC put out an EP, or early this year. I can't honestly remember, but he had an EP which was fantastic EP, and I felt to myself, why is this guy just? But then again, YC is dependent. There's very little on what he can do in terms of pushing himself. You want to talk about Fowls? I really don't understand where you say that Fowls is not a serious rapper. It doesn't matter, yeah, I get like you rightly said, because what you said was his punchlines, his wordplays, maybe they are dope. But maybe the way he delivers, is rap. But rap is rap. You don't have to sound hardcore, or you don't have to sound a certain way for you to deliver rap. As much as your cadences, your flows, your punchline, your wordplays, as much as all those things are on point, it doesn't matter if you deliver it in a comical, or if you deliver it in a laughing way, if you deliver it in a crying way. As much as the major thing of rap is there, then that is good. Right, but even Fowls on his own, like we all know, Fowls is also still an independent artist. And some of these guys, what they try to do you know what? I mean, me and we know this thing. We don't say to market this thing no cheap. We know. So in as much as we want to blame these rappers and say, okay, yes, rap is dead. But what is killing rap? I think that's just the question we should be asking ourselves. Rap is dead. Let's agree. But what is killing it? Because in as much as we want to blame, some of this stuff, some rappers, they try. Some of them started out as a rapper and they see that nobody wants to even listen to them. And then they switch to become singers. Right? Even this Wizkid what they talk about, I mean, if stories that we've heard of it is right, he started out as a rapper. It turned out then he became like rap is not going to pay. Even what's his name? Oladip said it is one of his songs that the first song he got signed to was his name to reminisce Bounce. There was a line where he said, after this track, he doesn't know what will call it because even this rap does not pay if you are trying to be honest. So a lot of these people in the industry, they know. But it's like you saying you're trying to do something over and over again and keep expecting a different result. Maybe that's why some of them just, you know what, they want what I don't do, man, just take a match you. AQ, good rapper. If AQ had not gone to Chocolate City, I can bet with you that the little attention that AQ have gotten today, he might won't have gotten it. We will just be true hardcore fans and we just gonna say, yeah, AQ, bubbling under. But he got to Chocolate City, he had someone like MI, at their back. And, yes, we started to see his name pop up and he started to trend with the likes of Vectors. Right? Not saying we are not discrediting his talent and all of that. He's not talented and that's good. But if he had not gotten to Chocolate City, he wouldn't have still gotten to where he got to. What's the name of this guy too? What's his name that went to Chocolate City? Is it Lambo? No, Lambo. Oh shit, I'm forgetting his name right now. One of the other guys that those guys that did the Lamb Cypher with MI. I've forgotten the other guy's name. But yeah, that guy also. So if these guys had not gotten to Chocolate City, believe it or not, what we know about AQ and these other guys, we won't know. We won't know it. So for me, I feel like if we are saying rap is dead, then the question is, what is killing rap? Because you want these rappers to put, okay, let's be realistic. Olamide said what's his name? Wizkid said what he said. I think it was only Oladips that came out with a short freestyle video and did what he did. And Oladip did that because, if you are being honest, Oladip nips all the hypes he can get right now. But someone like Olamide will not reply. Someone like Fowles will not reply. Even Basket Mouth replied, but in a very, very subtle way that people don't understand. Basket Mouth had to put out the song he did with Black Bones, that song titled Trolling, where he did with Black Bones. Basket Mouth just put out on his Instagram handle, just to, right? But people like Fowles, all those people, they will not reply because, like you said, they are already comfortable where they are. They don't get the money, they have nothing to prove. The younger rappers that have something to prove, they might want to take a risk and say, okay, you know what, let me go at this guy, which is why, I feel like what Oladips did was okay. I mean, there's always going to be beef, even if it's just for the internet beef, right? But how many of them can truly wants to say a young rapper starting up your career, you say you want to go beef Wizkid? It's more like a calculated risk that is not going to work because it can even kill your career before it comes out. I mean, the Wizkid FC, they will definitely come after you. And I'm sure some of them are already going after Oladips. But Oladips need all the clouts it can have. And Oladips don't already get at least little name for the industry. Right? So he can still do what he do. But how many young rappers will come out and say they want to beef Wizkid? That days of Rugged Man doing that stuff is not more here. But it is well. So if rap is dead, I think we need to ask the question, who killed or what is killing rap? So that we can at least try to find a solution to revive rap or, bring rap back to life.
So you just, I think your voice not just buttresses some of the points that I've always been trying to make. See, first off, let me answer this single question. From my point of view, who killed rap music? What happened to rap music? I think that's the foundational question that we need to look at. And I have the answers, and I'll tell you who killed rap music. The people who killed rap music are the people who came out to scream when Wizkid said what he said. And I'll mention one prominent name, MI. Yes, MI. Reminisce. That's why if you check my tweet, I said, look, the only person I can doff my hat for is Olamide. But you see these other guys, Fino, MI, all these guys, name them. Name any top rap artists that you know. They all killed rap music. And I will tell you that rap isn't totally dead, and I will tell you why rap isn't totally dead. Before that, let me even tell you why and how they came. See these rappers you're talking about. When you mention this name, Ola Dips and Reminisce, why didn't he go far? As at then, the rap culture was even still strong. Reminisce was blowing all over the place. Iblis was blowing all over the place. These guys put out music and we don't have we don't have any choice but to listen to it. At Afrif recently, MI came out to sing Oleku, everywhere scattered. He came out with another song at Afrif, the final ceremony at Afrif. He came out with another song, Action Film, everywhere scattered. People were singing back to back. Tells you that Nigerians still appreciate our rap music. But you see these people that are coming out to say Wizkid said this, Wizkid said that. They killed rap music. Most of the people who had signed artists, most of the people who had brought up young ones, that's why I said they didn't multiply themselves. I said in my first voice note, they didn't multiply themselves. And now they are coming out to cry foul that Wizkid said this, Wizkid said that. Like they care so much about rap music. I had conversations with a couple of rappers who were somewhere. I have some rapper friends who were talking. And we were having this conversation and MI came up. Nobody in that room loved MI. They will tell you that behind the scene, if you had met MI in person, you know how saucy he is. You know how much MI doesn't even give a fuck. You can't even call MI for a feature. How many common rappers can say, oh, I have MI on my track. MI can just jump on my track the way Davido would jump on a track, the way Belash Muda would just call up Omale, the way Wizkid would just throw all this guys. You can't blame Wizkid. It's not Wizkid's responsibility to carry rap on his back. He has his genre, and all of them have been playing their role to put that genre out. Do you understand? If Burna Boy did an album recently, and he featured Victoni in it. So they know how to put themselves through it. But these rappers, check it out now. They don't do that. They don't do that. I'm not even talking about the ones who are struggling, the ones who are like low-key rappers trying to fix things for themselves. No, I'm talking about the ones who have the structure. You know what it is to put on a structure? A structure that Don Jazzy has put in place for a long time. He's still using it till date because it's a structure. You have had all your PRs around the world. You have had all yours, even down to streaming farms that people are complaining about. We've known about streaming farms for a long time. They have all this structure in place as a company, not a kiosk by the roadside, though. Full running company with board members, man. We're not talking about small shit. Chocolate City is not small shit. Chocolate City was a proper company. But even in Chocolate City, MI was part of the problem why Chocolate City went down. Meet any rapper that knows MI, they will tell you. MI is all about himself. Even his brother, Jesse, had to leave. Come back, leave, come back. MI is always about himself. Why will you have a guy like Black Bones and he's promoting himself? I don't even care if it's the label's idea or not. No, that guy is doing too much to promote himself. It's doing too much. Maybe he's just floating on their label. I know they have some kind of deal, but that deal can't be 100. Now, all of these people that have like big labels, what has been the work that they have done? That's what I keep asking. So let them not say that Wizkid is saying this. Now Wizkid said something and you're all coming like you care. You don't fucking care. If you care, you would have been multiplying yourself along the way. Every rapper that has signed another artist or anybody that has signed another artist, most of the time, they don't want these guys to go higher than them. When you hear like 48 laws of power, when they say never outshine your master in one of the laws, you're talking about rappers. No rapper has ever brought out another rapper successfully and allowed that rapper to go higher than they are. The only person that will give, that's why Oladip will want to go to YBNL. Because he knows that if he goes to Olamide is going to use his structure to promote him. He used the structure to promote Lil Kesh. I'm telling you, if Olamide signs a rapper today, he's going to use his YBNL structure to push that rapper out. The structures are there. Let's forget about the fact that what is raining and what is not raining. If Nigerian rap comes out, bro, trust me. If a rapper comes out under a label who is serious to push that rapper, with all the structure that they have in place as a company, trust me, they will push that rapper out. And I'll give you an example. Ladipo that you mentioned. We have seen it, and it has shown that Nigerians still value our rap music. When Ladipo came out as a breath of fresh air for rap music, Nigerians love his songs. We still sing it till date. People sing, I like the way I'm feeling now. Everybody's waiting for Ladipo's verses. When you hear, even down to the latest one, the last one that they did with the entire Maven to mark their 10th year anniversary, everybody will wait for Ladipo's verse and they will sing along. Run, 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 run. Loving you till thy kingdom come. People like this, people like the music. So the music is not the problem. The problem are these guys who are coming out to talk about Wizkid. What are they doing? Nothing. It's all about themselves. It's all about themselves. Nobody should be higher than I. Check out my song in the last 10, 15 years. It's all about him. Me. I'm that guy. I'm the guy. I'm that guy. Number one, all you rappers, fix up your life. It's me. I'm the king. I'm the chief. I'm this. No. How many people have it? Who has Fino helped? Even Zoro, go to the East and see guys. You think, even in Igbo land till date, in the Southeast, people are angry with most of the, even not just the rappers, most of the guys that has blown. Boys will tell you that they're angry. Look at Dan Dizzy. Dan Dizzy will take his speaker and walk around the place. Who has called him to give him a deal? Who has even called him to say, you know what? Let me use my structure. Let's have some kind of deal. No. Baba, they carry speaker, they go around, they promote himself. It shows that nobody is putting structure on rap. And then Wizkid makes a statement, you're all coming out to flap wings and say you care about rap. You don't care about rap. If you care about rap, you will regenerate rap. You will regenerate it. You will create the structure. Companies like this usually have their R&D, research and development. You do your research and development. You're knowing the trend. You're finding the trend. You're following the trend. Knowing how to structure your artist music to suit that trend. They have all this structure in place. Even MI has nothing to say. You should go and sit down. MI, he has nothing to say. You should go and sit down. He should go and sit down. With the kind of structure he has with Chocolatity, he has nothing to say. He should go and sit down. He should go and sit down. They killed rap. So if you're asking me who's responsible, the big guns who's been there over the years and did nothing except for themselves, they're all narcissists. They were so narcissistic to their career, and today they are complaining. That's how they killed it. That is how they killed it. In fact, Afrobeat, Burna Boy left Aristocrat, and he went out there in the wild and gambled on himself, and he worked. Wizkid left EME for whatever reason, that's up to them. But he went out there and gambled on himself, and he worked. These guys pushed themselves practically in the international stage themselves. And when they got, in fact, that's why I even love Davido. That's why I love Davido. He pushed himself. He said, no, I'm not going to give, and he got to that top. He fought for that third place between him, Davido, him, Burna Boy, and Wizkid. He pushed himself. And when they push themselves, they carry other people along. Because that's how you spread it. You can't find progress. If you are the only one that is trying to progress in something and you want all the attention to be on you, then you are not thinking long term. No rapper. This set of rappers that existed after the modernize them left, no rapper, none of this rapper thought long term. None. I even heard Fino's brother sings, because my brother's wife is from Enugu. They were telling us the gist. Fino's brother sings. Fino told his brother, look, I'm not going to help you music. Tell me any other thing you want to do with your life. I'm ready to drop the money down, but music, no. Why? Because they don't want anybody to take their space. They are so narcissistic with this work. That's not how it works. Who was responsible for 50 Cent when his chips was down? Aftermath. Dr. Dre. And, of course, Shady. Check it out. In America, rappers have brought rappers out. Rappers has always brought rappers out until American rap started going down the drain. I saw it going down the drain and I was just laughing. Today, it has gone down. Because when American rap died was when they started coming up with one stupid genre called trap. And they start speaking like drug addicts, start rapping like drug addicts. I knew their rap was going to die. But when their rap was still rap, when the real G's were rapping, when rap was for straight, strong, masculine men, Yeah, rap was flourishing now until they started having people like Lil Nas X becoming rappers, and their rap went down because rap is not for certain kind of people. Rap is hardcore masculine music. Rap is toxic masculinity to the very echelon of things. Rap is toxic masculinity, man, and that toxic masculinity that's what has always driven rap music. But their rap died after them. But before they got to the death of their rap, we saw what they did. They placed people where they regenerated themselves and they sustained it. Our rappers that are shouting on Wizkid have done nothing in the last couple of years except Olamide. I will repeat it. Don Jazzy right now has shown that he has the structure to put any kind of music in our face. And he tried it with Ladipo in rap. We loved it. Today, the Ladipo released something, people are going to love it. Eriga came up with his album. I mean, it's just him. He can't do much. Well, he came up with his album. He tried. But it's not enough. These rappers that were responsible to create that structure, that bed that others will walk on and elevate, they refuse to because they don't want anybody taking their space because they are stingy and narcissistic with themselves. And today they are blaming. If you ask me who killed rap, those are the guys that killed rap. Those are the guys that killed rap. Till date. Have you met some of these guys in person? I mean, I've met a few. If you meet them in person, you will know what I'm talking about. You will know what I'm talking about. You will know. You see an upcoming artist, one upcoming artist, but I don't feature the video. One upcoming artist, Wizkid don't put down for your album. And you say Wizkid is not responsible for that genre. People who are the players in that genre, they should represent the genre properly. You're not going to wait for Wizkid to do that. If he does that, it has to be by choice. I mean, we've also shown that rap can also succeed. When this guy came out, he had the money to push himself, and Nigerians were loving his songs because even though his songs were commercialized, Nigerians were loving it. And I'm talking this guy, what's his name again? Chupai married Chupaiko. He came out and was doing his thing. Zlatan was doing his thing. Today, Zlatan can still come up with something and people will listen to it because he had the money. What was the research and development that has been done in rap in the last 10 to 15 years? Emma should come out and tell me. What was the research and development that has been done in rap in the last 15 years? Reverend should come out and tell me. What was the structure? What was the plan that he have put in place for rap music in the last 10 to 15 years? None, because they are all greedy about themselves. They don't want anybody that will come and outshine them. That's why RMI will still release music after how many years, and everything he's singing about is, I'm the guy, I'm the one, it's me. Me. I'm not saying that, rappers don't rap about these things. Rappers rap about these things, no problem. I'm not saying they don't. But check it. It's always been a narcissistic journey for a lot of these rappers. They have never thought about the long-term plan. And that's why rap went down the drain. It was placed on their shoulders and they did nothing. I'm not even going to blame the young ones who didn't have the structure, who were just trying to survive, like Ola Deeps and AQ and even YC and these guys. No, I'm talking about those ones who had the structure, who were there. What did they do? Then somebody now say what he said. All of you are now coming out like you care. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Nollywood to date, I'm telling you, even Nollywood to date, when we see where it's going in the industry, it's because certain people came and they placed some investment down to boost up the industry. And that was why we got to where we are today. And we should be grateful for those people who took that risk, not knowing whether it was going to work or not. And the Ben Bruce family started that. And then Film One came into the picture. Genesis now came into the picture. Blue Pictures came into the picture. We now had people who could distribute. And because of that, people who were making the films didn't have any option. They now had to up their game. Some company somewhere in America saw that, okay, I think in this country, they've been making some very good films. You know, they now have cinemas. Before you know it, Netflix is here. Before you know it, the whole lot of other doors are opening because people invested in it. You can't expect the proliferation of or the progression of rap to just happen or fall on someone's lap. No, it has to be people who create the catalyst for that to happen. MI doesn't even have anything to say. If his own brother could run away, ask anybody that knows. They will tell you what's up. If his own brother could run away. So what are you telling me today? He likes rap so much. he now likes rap so much. Come on now. I beg you should go and sleep. I'm just hoping that after all this that Wizkid have said, I want to see that fire. I want to see that ginger, which is why I'm happy for what he said. I'm telling you, Wizkid is this guy that is very cryptic in his things. He's not very random. He's very cryptic in when he does things. He's very cryptic about it. And I know he knows what he's doing. He's trying to punch that needle on their asses to get up. And I hope they do. That was why his last post, he posted and said, look, it's been 24 hours since I said what I said. None of you have even released a single. He's trying to push them out. I see what he's doing. He's trying to anger them. He's trying to push them all out. That's what he's doing. Because they've been so laid back, so relaxed. The ones that are dead are supposed to push people. I've been selfish about it. So tell me, why did Lola Deep flop after such a short while with Reminisce? Because Reminisce is going to focus on himself. What happened to if Iblis still sings to you dead? We're all going to listen to it. These guys have it. It's there. It's not dead. It's there. It's just there. It's just there. The rap music is just there. It's not dead. But who is carrying it on their shoulders? Nobody. The Black Bones we're talking about. Sex, whatever that he released then. You know, he had to go the what's it called? What's this genre? I don't call it trap, but he has to go the sensual way. Those kind of rap where you can use it to fuck babe. That was what he released the first time now. And then the next one, now releasing No Love. Even the pattern was still sensual. Blackbone has to go sensual. But I know Blackbone could go hardcore if he wants to go hardcore. But why? You won't blame him. Sex sells. Sex sells. So nigga is trying to sell his music, you know. He can try to sell his music whatever way he can. So tell me, you have a person like Blackbone, and he's pushing himself as hard as he can, and he's struggling to stay afloat. Sometimes he will even look at these young boys who are doing Afrobeats and be beefing them because he needs them to push his music. Small boys like Omale Buju, Ruga, that just came in. You can't blame anybody. They should blame themselves and stop complaining.
So, there you have it. You have the conversation. You know what the issue is. And I would like to hear your opinion. Do you think Nigerian hip-hop is dead? And if yes, it is dead, then who killed it? Who are we to blame for the way the state of hip-hop is in Nigeria? Please reach out to me on my social media handle, either on Instagram or Twitter, on Facebook at Chacha Music Pod. I would love, to hear your opinion about this. Do not forget, it is Chacha Music Pod on all social media platforms. I'll be waiting for your conversation. Thank you.